Wait. Okay. Hi. Yee. I'm so glad to be streaming again. Um, this is like one of the only times I am able to stream recently, cause um cause I've been really busy with like school. So wait, let me resize my model. Okay, there we go. Boom. Okay, so I'm gonna catch you guys up on. I know I can't stream every day, but I at least wanna stream for 30 minutes um, each like week. And maybe I'll turn it into something like each week 30 minutes of just me educating about a specific topic I really like. Because I think that'd be pretty fun. But you guys let me know. Okay, so since my debut stream, I have been working on my lore video, and I originally didn't want to what's it called? I didn't want to like really stream without my lore video because it's lore and it gives you context and background, and I had to rewrite it a couple times because at first it was like this huge like hour-long read. I was like, okay, no one's gonna watch a lore video of a random VTuber for an hour. So I like at the it should be like around 10 minutes, like 7 or 8 minutes left. Or no, like 7 or 8 minutes in total, and it's like a very summarized version, but I do plan. So this oh, why isn't my model talking? I look like a robot. I don't like that. My model's being weird again. Okay, so essentially, I've been like, okay, wait, I don't like how this is. Okay, so for like the past 2 months, all I've been doing is like trying to work on this lore video, and I've been like making different types of drafts and different things that could, oh, uh, that was terrifying. And essentially, I'm trying to work on different things that could be in it. I didn't want it to be like a single, just like little small yap of things. I wanted it to be really immersive. So I'm currently, uh, I'm storyboarding still, and I hope people will like it because I'm working really hard on it. And hopefully by the end, I'll at least get like a viewer or two to see if anyone enjoys it. I don't like how my model's kind of tweaking right now. It's bro, it's kind of just doing its own thing, and I don't like that. Okay, wait, should I? Wait. I'm gonna do something. Wait, I'm gonna do that. Okay, okay, right, and then I'm gonna do something. Movement rate. Okay. Hopefully my model doesn't move as much. I limited the movement. But okay, so essentially, I've been working on it for a really long time, and I haven't drawn it out digitally yet. It's all like on paper. So for the past like 2 months, all I've had was just a huge sketchbook full of different ideas and what to put in it, maybe. So yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing is that I am really sorry for not streaming for 2 months. I know that is a really long time since my debut, but I do hope to stream. I try to stream weekly, but I always end up caught up in something, and I never really know if I can or if I'm going to be interrupted. So typically, when the house I live in is empty, I stream then, but that is very rare and only on certain occasions or days. So I try to stream on those days. Okay, okay. And also, I wanted to just bring this up because I think it's important, but also I would like to mention that since I am also a human being, technically not, but a human outside of being an idol and YouTubing, I do school, obviously. I go to school every day, you know, and I also have hobbies outside of VTubing because VTubing for me is um wait. Oh no. My thing's doing it again. I don't like that. Wait. Let me do something real quick. Okay. Wait, I'm kind of scared, bro. My model's moving so slowly. This is just proof I need a better computer. Okay, let's retry this. Oh shoot. It's okay though. Don't worry guys. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. It's okay. um okay, so right. So obviously I'm someone who goes to school every day and I go to school from technically school starts at 7, but I wake up at 5. So from 5 to 2 I have school, but obviously we have to count the time it takes to get home. The latest I get home is around 4. So from 5 to 4 um I'm obviously at school, and then I have my other things and other hobbies I do. I obviously I draw, I draw, I draw. I like drawing. Uh, I also do like actual idol things. Unfortunately, I'm not an actual trainee or anything under any sort of company, but I do uh, practice singing and dancing on my own, and that's like my main exercise because obviously I have to build my stamina to sing while dancing live, so it takes me like a good 2 to 3 hours every time I do it. So yeah, and then I have volleyball. I also ride. I do. Oh shoot! Wait, wait. Sorry guys. Wait, there's someone in the hallway. Okay. There's someone in the hallway, and I don't know when they're getting out of the hallway. My room is directly to the hallway. Like it's in the it's like past the hallway. There's two doors, and one of them is my room. So I gotta wait. Okay. Uh. Boom. Boom shakalaka. Okay. So if you hear music in the background, it's um my brother. So yeah. Okay. So um yeah. So obviously I have many things I do after school that I try to do. I have a schedule, and then obviously I have time. I do homework. I play games. I read. I do a whole bunch of things. A lot of my hobbies, and I really wish I like. I think it'd be really cool if I could like stream when I do my hobbies. My only issue is that, um, well, art isn't an issue. I just need to find a way to like transfer my iPad view to my computer, but I think I'll find a way. And then, um, but other than that, when I play games and stuff, I don't have a capture card, so I just try my best. You know, I try my best. I try my hardest to stream, and even there are times where I have endless hours of free time, but you know when you don't feel motivated until the last minute, and then I don't have free time anymore, and I get really upset with myself because I'm like, I could have spent 2 hours streaming, doing this or that, and then I end up not. Also, because of my computer is an old laptop, so it can barely run um, a VC Face and Streamlabs at the same time, let alone a Chrome tab with YouTube playing, because it makes it crash really horribly. So I'm like, oh, this sucks, because like I can't actually stream what I want to. I swear, I when I talk to myself a lot, right? I talk to myself a lot, and especially during like when I watch things, I talk to myself a lot. So I'm like, I could stream just watching this for hours on end and yapping, but I can't because I have really horrible, crappy computer. And I know there are other ways to stream. However, I can't stream those ways because one, I'm a student and I don't want to get like known at school. And two, okay, listen, two is really important. If if I had the money, I would buy one of those glasses that um records your like view of things. Cause if I could, that would be really fun to just like record and like stream everything to you guys of what I see. Like that'd be really cool. That'd be super cool. So yeah. Um. Okay. So for the rest of this time, I wanted to watch a video, but my computer is lagging super badly. So for now, I'm going to talk about roller coasters, because roller coasters are my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Right. Okay. Okay. So my personal favorite roller coaster is definitely. Wait. Actually, do I have a favorite? I like a lot of different roller coasters, but I think if we were to separate them, right? So, mm, I think Twisted Timbers is my favorite. If you don't know what it is, it's a roller coaster in Kings Dominion, and it's a really good experience. I think RMCs should be experienced by everyone at least once, because it have like these specific restraints that are on your thighs, and you may be wondering, why is it your thighs and your upper body is just exposed with no restraint? Well, no, it kind of covers your thighs and your waist, so you're still in place. But it's really fun. It's really fun. Please believe me. It's really fun. Please. This is why I get so off character when I stream, because I don't break out of character. I am my character. Thank you. But yeah, I really I really like roller coasters. Anyway, it's a very very fun feeling, because like the drop is typically when you are on a roller coaster. I wish I had like hand tracking, because I use my hands so much when I talk. It's such a fun thing I do. Oh no, my model's paused again. Ah, okay, okay. So when I like talk, my hands move like a whole bunch. Maybe that's why my tracking isn't working. Okay, so I move my hands like a whole bunch, and because I move them a whole bunch, actually, will it track better if I take off my glasses? Well, it catches my blinks, but I can't see anything. So what if I like back away a little bit more? Okay, right, because like it gives you this feeling, and like the drop. Okay, so typically when you go on roller coasters, the drop is like straight down, but typically it's like a roll, it's like a little roll, and you like spin and you go backwards, or not backwards, upside down first, and it's a really good feeling. It's really fun. There are people who say the airtime, like hills and bumps, aren't actual airtime. That is a discussion I'll leave for a different day. Actually, no, I'm gonna leave it for today. Okay, so if you don't know, airtime hills. Okay, so you've ever been on a roller coaster, and then suddenly you feel like this weightless thing. It's like you go like over a bump, and then you feel like yourself getting out of the seat, or like it feels really weightless. Or when like roller coasters go to like a second path, and it's like it drops again, and then it has this little like loop before you drop. Okay, so that's an airtime hill, and it's in the name. It gives you airtime. It's kind of in the name. I don't know how else to explain it, but it gives you airtime. And so because of that, it is, and people like debate whether, because it's like very small bumps and hills, unlike most airtime hills that are like huge, like little, like basically about another mini drop, and it's like huge ones. But Twisted Timbers has a lot of like little bumps, and people argue that it's not exactly moments of airtime. But for me, my first time experiencing it, it kind of was, because not only was it my first time on an RMC coaster, it was also my first time going upside down on a roller coaster, like a roll like that, and I was like, whoa! I was so like really really excited, because I was with my friend, and my friend and I were just like grabbing on for dear life, even though we were super excited, because it's like I've never had this experience before, and it's so fun having this experience. Just like going on a roller coaster with someone who isn't scared or screaming 24/7. Yes, we were both screaming, and yes, we were kind of scared, but it was like a fun type of scared. It was like the adrenaline type of scared, and that's what makes it the best part. Because it's just it's just your friend and you, and it's just a really nice feeling. I say if you ever get the chance, you should really go. Or on any roller coaster that isn't at a fairground or beach, because those are built specifically for entertainment, because they're at popular areas. Like, have you ever encountered like a beach amusement park? The I wouldn't trust it too much. I mean, I've been to a beach amusement park, and I wish there were more amusement parks nearby water. But then that happened once, and that didn't end up well. There was like a flood that happened near an amusement park, and then like when the flood happened, the the whole place just stayed abandoned because none of it could be like restored. So yeah, okay, and then right, but like I've been to a couple beaches where there's like really really close nearby, like basically on the side. Uh, ah, bro, where there's been like amusement rides on the side, and it always scares me because there are so many like dangers. Not dangers, but like since they're built specifically just for like quick money, or most are, I'm not sure. The ones I've been to are built for like really quick, like easy money because you gotta pay to get into the grounds and pay per each ride and all that. So it's like really different, and they're just meant for like um, money use, like just for money, and that's really it. I am so scuffed right now. Holy moly, bro! Why? Why is it so scuffed? It's glitching everywhere, bro. I'm gonna jump. My model looks so possessed. I'm so sad, bro. Okay, wait. You may have seen that, but that's alright. Like, why won't my head come back with it? Oh my gosh, I sound like Jane Doe. Oh my gosh, bros. Did anyone get that reference? I say Jane Doe because Jane Doe is a character from Ride the Cyclone. Ride the Cyclone is a musical. Since we're on the topic of roller coasters, Ride the Cyclone is an entire musical based off these teenagers, and all they do, the whole thing is like they were a choir group, and then in the choir group they went to like this theme park, and then they went on the Cyclone, which was a coaster, and they all ended up tragically passing away. And the whole musical is them in what I assume would be the afterlife of that world, and they all just sing about what they wanted to be instead of what they ended up dying as. And it's really fun. I know it sounds super sad, and there are like a couple sad parts, but there's this character in it whose name is Jane Doe, and her entire character is that, well, no one knew who she was because apparently she was a last minute member, but the uh, choir director had a heart attack like 5 hours after the accident happened, so no one could ask him, and so her body was left like separated from her head. And so in the musical, the portrayal of Jane Doe just carries around a doll head, and it's so, I don't, how do, should I say it's peak? It's peak. I love all musicals. All musicals are peak. Well, not all of them. Most are, but like it's really good. And I just went on a, bro. How long was that? I just went on a minute yap explaining Ride the Cyclone. But I think Ride the Cyclone is actually pretty good. There are some popular songs like online that come from Ride the Cyclone. But I kind of wish that for reward models, the expressions wouldn't be so sudden. But that's just me. Ah, ah, ah. Bro, I love the way my look at me. I love the way I made my model smile because she just looks so. You want to put like a Colin and like a capital D, and it's just but sideways. That's how it is, and I really do love it. It's so amazing. Actually, I found out that my teacher is a musical fan, and I got so excited, and I started asking her because she's a history teacher, and I asked her, "Hey, have you watched Six or Hamilton?" And she's like, "No, I haven't either." I'm like, "What?" Was my was my actual reply to this, bro? Like, what do you mean you haven't watched Six or Hamilton? Okay, for context, if you don't know musicals, Six, the musical, is, well, it's obviously a musical. It's a musical based off Henry VIII's six wives, and they each just tell their entire life story, including their time with Henry, in a song, and it's really fun. I know there are people who argue that it shouldn't be called a musical because there's not much dialogue or other theatric features in it, and it's just a whole bunch of women screaming and arguing with each other and singing who had it worse. That's literally the whole point of it. They all gather together and they're like, you know what? Let's argue about who had it worse when they were with Henry. And it's really entertaining if you haven't watched it yet. I suggest watching it because it's really entertaining. It's really fun too. Uh, but there's also a bunch of songs that are like popular from it. If you didn't know, you know, I think that's a great thing that there's. I don't know. There's a lot of popular songs from musicals. Can my model move? Right. There's a lot of popular songs from musicals that I think are so great, and the fact that people don't know they're from musicals kind of hurts me. It kind of sort of really does hurt me. Oh, okay, wait, okay. Also, Hamilton. I feel like most people know Hamilton, but it's just a musical based off the the life of Alexander Hamilton and a whole bunch of political things before that. And I think it's really interesting, as anyone thinks it is. Although I think when people watch Hamilton as their first musical, now their perceptions of musical is okay, every single musical will be formatted in this way: dialogue, song, dialogue, more dialogue, song, some crowd interaction, song, dialogue, more dialogue, song. And while most musicals are set up like that, I don't think people understand the different types of musicals. And Hamilton isn't a bad first musical. It's actually a pretty good one. But the thing is that you get used to like Lin Van Wells, Lin. I'm just gonna call him Lin. Okay, you get used to Lin's specific. Oh shoot. Okay, guys, you're safe. Okay, so I think my issue is that you get adjusted to Lin's music specifically and the catchy rhyming type of thing. And people don't know that all musicals aren't like that. There are different types of musicals. There are musicals based off history. There's musicals that are completely original. There are musicals that are based off books, novels, movies, all types of sort of things. And some rewrite them, some keep them the same, some are based off older times. There's so much musicals that are so different than Hamilton. And I think when people think of Hamilton as every musical, it kind of just affects your brain because it's like that is your first thought of a musical. I don't blame you, but also expand your knowledge in musicals. For a school trip, we went to New York. It was really great, and then we got to see & Juliet. If you don't know what & Juliet is a musical re that's essentially a rewrite of Shakespeare's Hamilton. Not what the freak am I yapping about? Okay, so & Juliet is a musical based off of Romeo and Juliet, except Shakespeare's wife was like, you know what, I'm gonna rewrite this, and then so the musical is essentially just a rewritten, modernized kind of ish. It's still set in the same time. It just involves a lot of modern words. It's set. It's just a rewritten version, and then with the rewritten version, you get like little parts where you can see what's supposed to be Shakespeare and I forgot his wife's name, and his wife just arguing about what's gonna happen in the plot, and it's really interesting. It's really fun. And I saw the review that was like, you know what? I thought this was gonna be really good for my daughter, but this is just sucks. I hope people know that other types of musicals exist, and musicals aren't always kid friendly.